Good evening. I'm not doing a very long intro just because I kind of just want to jump in. Also, it's late, so, you know. But hi. Sorry I missed last week. My internet was being weird, so I didn't want to risk anything, you know? So, but I'm here now. And that's good. Is my model being weird? I feel like my mouth tracking is off. It's fine. Probably. It's probably fine. So interestingly enough, I haven't actually touched Vintage Story since the last stream, like at all, like not even on my single player, because work has been just completely and utterly awful, really. Um, so I had to go and update some mods, and I know one of the mods that I want to do is I'm gonna have to open up character select once we get in again, because some changes were made to the Featherborn mod. And I think I can actually fully be a bird now instead of just a harpy. We'll see which we like though. Like what we like more. We'll take a look. I hope everybody else has had oh my god. I hope everybody has had a good couple of weeks and a good holiday. I know my cats they were more normal this year with the fireworks going on than they have in the past. Uh I think they're kind of like used to it now. They're this was their third like 4th of July. So the first year they were just very upset. Second year very upset. This year they were fine. They were normal. I don't blame them if they do freak out about that though, because it's literal explosions happening. So I'm just glad that my cats weren't upset, you know? It was really tame this year. Well, that's good, because I slept through most of it until, I had to get up for work. So, I figured it was, like, dying down at that point. But if that was, like, the tame part, if it was just tame, then usually it's 3 to 4 days of constant fireworks. That is also true. There really was only fireworks on the 4th, and then not anymore. It was very interesting. I feel like my mouse tracking is off. Wait, let me test something. I'm gonna cover my mouth. Oh, that made me frown. Why did I do that? Test. Test, 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 test. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not working. It's supposed to work better than that? Uh-oh. Okay, well, once I load in, because I don't want to tab out while it's loading, I don't want to break anything. It's taking its time, as it always does. It's tracking your facial movement and listening to your voice. Yeah, that's what I figured was happening. For some reason, it's not doing the Visines. I'll look at that in a second here, once we load in. Okay. Okay, let me... Why is it not... Okay. I just turned on the blend shapes thing. Let me cover my mouth. Test, 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 test. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Huh? I turned off the lip sync and then turned it back on. Do I need to change something else? Your face tracking node. It says it is. It's showing like it's showing like as I'm speaking right now I can see like AOU is going up and down. And my profile is up. You would need to look at it? Okay. We might have to do that. I wonder if that will help? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too, like, pervasively bad. Like, it's not distracting. I'm gonna try reloading the scene. Okay. Let me try that. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if this is... Nope, it's not. It's still not reading the blend shapes instead. That's weird. I don't know. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, we'll have to fix this after stream, I guess. Because it is, Last Warudo update must have changed something. That's what I was thinking too. It must have. It must have been something with Warudo that messed everything up. Okay, well, we'll figure that out later. I am just gonna play the game. Yeah, if you find anything, let me know. Oh right, I wanted to do Charcel real quick. Yeah, they changed, like, everything. So, I wanted to actually look at the avian stuff. Okay, let's look at this. Let's take the hair off for a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, wing, crest. Ears. Bunny. Oh, that's cute. It looks like the pupil shape doesn't work on this. Oh, you can change the beak color at least. Wish I could change the shape of the beak, though. This is snood. Oh, that's a snood. I think that's kind of... Oh, you can do like actual back wings. They look a little weird, but I'll just continue with the full wing arms. Your face tracking's working just fine. That sounds about right. I must have done something. I do the darker purple here, and then the lighter purple. These aren't exact colors, I'm just kind of eyeing it. I wish I could change the legs. Oh, I can. Not really sure how. It's not really working properly. It's working like an overlay. Huh. I guess we'll worry about that later. Um, let's grab this hex code. My cat's jumping off the back of my... Oh! I crashed the game. Oh, I see. It was player model lib. Apparently something's wrong with you copy-pasting hex codes right now. Yeesh. Okay. I guess we'll do the Charcel stuff later. It's fine. Now we just gotta wait for this world to open again. I can hear my cat going ballistic behind me. Pandora's already jumped on the back of my chair a couple times, and I can just hear her, like, spinning. I don't know what she's playing with, but... Mine is set to 30. I already know that it's set to 30, so that it keeps my lips from flapping because of the AC unit. I don't know if that's too high or something. It could be too high. Yeah. Why is it dark in here now? Oh, suddenly nighttime. Oh, right. Because I didn't save my Charcel, like, changes, but it probably still passed the time while I was in there, so... Okay, I'm gonna lower that real quick. And we'll figure out how to deal with the AC thing later. Okay, now this should work. It's not. We lower it more. Test. Test, 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 test. set it to 0? Okay, I set it to 0. Let me cover my mouth. Test, 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 test. Okay, what the fuck? Yeah, it's something else. Yeah, we'll mess with it later. It's fine. Okay, hang on. My cat's on top of something that she should not fucking be on top of. Not allowed to be up there. We've had this conversation for like 3 days. Ugh. Okay. Hello. She keeps deciding to lay like right on top of the wet cat food, which tends to knock it over. And then the cats get scared and she's silly. Okay. So if I remember correctly, we need to fire this so we can make a pickaxe to go get copper. And then I made a watering can for this. So let's put that into fire. And then, because we have enough copper to make a pickaxe, so just gotta put that into fire and then wait for it to finish. I hate that door. I need more peat. Fuck. Do I have peat marked on the map? No. There's gotta be peat nearby. I didn't bother to mark it. Nope, that's forest floor. Sorry, dear, I don't mean to keep, scaring you. Just looking for Pete. He hasn't been returning my calls lately, you see. Getting worried about him. I really not marked Pete? Okay, the game almost crashed. Oh, there's the peat. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, never mind. I was going the right way. I knew there was peat right here. I could feel it. He jumped on the back of my chair again. Yes, hi, sweetie. Why do you always do this when I'm, streaming? She just sometimes decides it's time to be crazy. Which, like, I get it. You know, sometimes you do just have to fly off the rails, I guess. I didn't even get any sticks from that. It's unfortunate. Okay. Uh, she has currently, crushed herself between my back and the back of the chair. And now she's just kind of, like, wiggling. She's very goofy. Holy shit. I've never had 3 worms come out of 4 worms come out of 1 block before. That was crazy. I understand why from a performance standpoint, why worms don't come out when it's raining. But there could be an increased chance, you know? Like when you are worm grunting for them. Like there could just be a higher chance of them actually coming out of the soil while you're doing it. Okay. fishing. What's this? A chum. Oh, I also did change my mic settings just slightly to try to make it sound less tinny when my AC unit is running. I don't know if that's working or not. It might sound completely the same. I sound louder? Okay, that's good. Ooh, a moonfish. Oh wait, I didn't put bait on that. Once we exhaust all of the worms, we're gonna try to fish with some of the smaller fish to maybe get a big fish. And the big fish give a lot more meat. Actually, let's try one of the big, or like one of the small fish right now. Because I want to know what kind of fish is in this spot. You know what I've been thinking about recently? That for some reason, like the whole fishing thing made me think about again. Do you remember the old, like, screensavers that computers had? Like, not just like the ones you, like the 3D ones, like with the mazes and stuff, but I remember there was, like, ones that were like, oh, this is like an aquarium. Or there's one that was like the living room and there was a dog that would run around and like do different things and jump up onto the screen sometimes. They were like, it was very odd. Like, I would see those ones all the time, especially because when I was younger, we used to go to this, like, uh, what is it called? Like a trade center where people could set up, like, their stuff, and there was a computer, like a computer doctor or whatever they're called, at that place all the time, and they just had a bunch of monitors with those screensavers running, so I would see them when I was a little kid, like, walking around. The one with the dog actually scared me when I was a kid. For some reason, the dog, like, getting mad and running up to the screen and barking scared me really bad when I was, like, 5. Uh, but I was thinking about those old screensavers, so I'm like, why don't we have anything like that anymore? Like, knowing the capabilities of old computers being way less than the capabilities of computers are now, why don't we have screensavers like that now? I'm not catching any fish. I think we may have accidentally exhausted this area. I know there's another, like, lake up there. Yeah, I was just thinking about that recently. Because, remember, the reason that I don't even have a screensaver turned on my computer is because they're boring. Like, there's just, like, the ribbons one on the black screen, there's the bubbles, like, there's the ones where it's just a slideshow of your pictures. Why don't I have an interactive aquarium? Is there not a lake up here? Okay, I thought there was a lake up here. I guess I could have just looked at the minimap. I'll fish in one of the lakes down here. I think this one's too small. Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll fish in this one. Surely. Yeah, I think we should get those screensavers back. I think we should have cool screensavers again. Because with as often as I, like, turn away from my computer and stop using it for a while for enough for the screens to just turn off, a screensaver would be nice. Hey, Echo! How's it going? I missed your stream earlier because I slept for like 12 straight hours today. Yeah, I'm talking about those old screensavers from like the early 2000s, like the aquarium and the like one that had the dog that would sometimes run up to the screen and everything. Just like I'm wondering why we don't have cool ones like that. You're fighting with OBS? Oh, that's always that's always fun. I have my own tech issues I gotta deal with after this. When stream first started, I noticed my mouth tracking isn't working properly, so I have to mess with that later. Seen this game, how is it? I love this game. Vintage Story. It's basically, at least in my opinion, a better Minecraft. Uh, there's just so much more flexibility. I guess, no, they both are good in their own ways. Uh, like, Minecraft is definitely fun as a sandbox. This one just has a lot more, like, in-depth stuff to learn. So it's good in that way. Like, if you want a more casual experience, Minecraft is probably better, but Vintage Story, when you really want to dig your teeth into something, is pretty good. And it has an ongoing story. It's not finished yet, but... And, integrated mod support, which is pretty cool. Being able to just go onto the mod database and hit one button and have the mod in your game is a lot different than the hassle it is to mod Minecraft. I'm just not getting anything. Maybe that pond isn't big enough. Maybe that pond doesn't have any fish in it. Let me try this pond. This pond's bigger. Yeah, I got this game back in January after watching another streamer play it. And I don't regret it at all. I've sunk like 400 hours into it already. It's very fun. Oh, the stability's low over here. Maybe there's just not bigger fish over here. Which would be a shame. I feel like we caught a big fish, though. Like, already. Nothing's biting. And this one definitely has fish, because there's a fish right there. Oh, there's two fish. Red fish, blue fish. Sometimes I miss fishing in World of Warcraft. That's it. just sometimes when I'm fishing in other games, I'm like, man, fishing in World of Warcraft would be fun. I like just going to Pandaria and fishing. Getting randomly jumped and dying while I'm trying to fish. Oh. Okay, if we put a worm on here, will we catch fish? Because I am starting to think there just are no bigger fish. Alright, I got a fish. I got it perfectly normally. Just, you know, fishing. Oh, sorry. I always feel bad when I scare the deer. Growth stunted due to heat? Oh shit. Is it hot? Oh god, it is. Alright, well, that's unfortunate for my one turnip plant, I guess. Oh, that's not a bowl. I think I picked this up by accident every time I need a bowl. Okay. I just put... Oh shit. It's too close to the door. That makes sense. Okay, let's pick up this. Let's move this. Oh, okay. I thought the game was about to crash. That's still too much sunlight. Okay. We need to make a cellar. Like, actually, now. I think. Oh good, there's a rift right there. Okay, I should make a new shovel real quick. I didn't make ladders. I don't have materials to make ladders. Shit. I guess I actually have to do this tomorrow. Yeah, I need sticks. Do I have sticks anywhere? No. No, I do not have sticks. Oh. Okay, perfect. I hear bad things outside, which is not ideal. Okay. I don't have tongs. Oh shit, I guess I gotta get tongs. Okay, tongs. I need rope. I get from cattails. Okay. Oh god, I don't remember how to craft the tongs. Okay, hang on. Tongs. I need all of my sticks? Ugh. I'm gonna need more sticks. Okay, well at least, oops. At least I've got one stick. 3 stick. That's good enough for now. Let's finish making our pickaxe. No? Oh, shit. Okay. Now we just gotta wait for that to solidify. And then we can go get more copper. We should also probably make a charcoal pit soon, so we can make charcoal. And we definitely need to make a bow and arrow. I'd like to skip the crude bow and just go to the simple bow. I don't know if we have enough flax for that. No, we're just under. Okay, we can make the crude bow. It's not a problem. Honestly, the big problem here is sticks. I have to cut down a tree or two just to maybe get some sticks. I should also, for the crude bow, I do need rope again, so get some more cattails, make some more rope, and then we'll have a boat. Nope, I still need one more piece of rope. Okay. Can't wait to get shears. Make it stick so much easier. Mushroom. Puffballs are good. It does make me want to eat them in real life. Like, with as much as I eat the puffball mushrooms in this game. And I just imagine them to just be puffballs that would be kind of, like, soft. I like mushrooms. I should eat them more often. But I don't. Mainly because, like, most mushrooms, I don't like the texture they get after they, like, cook. I'll probably, like, I probably just have to eat them more, because I really like their flavor. I just get weird about the texture of things. Okay. Then we can put that in here. I can do mushroom stew. with raw fish. No. Worth a shot. I have to do fish stew with mushrooms, which makes sense. I was just wondering if I could get away with it. Oops. Not what I wanted. Okay. And then let's make some firewood. And get that cooking. Okay, where do I have copper marked? I've got one right here. Okay, let's go there. So the quicker we can get copper, the quicker we can... Okay, God just tried to smite me, did you see that? Wait, is this a... This is an impact site. Okay, let me mark this real quick. I'll come back for this. Like, much later. Much later. I need bronze. Actually, for meteoric iron, I think I just need normal iron. So it's gonna be a while. Ooh, turnips. Maybe I should come over here to try to fish. There's a lot of water over here. Oh, I remember when I walked over here and all this sand collapsed. So scary. Okay. This would be a great place to come when I have shears. Just walk around and cut down all these bushes, get 15 bajillion sticks. Ah. Don't do this to me. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's poor. Is that it? There's no way that's it. I found flint. That doesn't really help me. The I don't need flint. I've got a full stack. Man. I didn't even bring any blocks to get myself out of here with. Oh god. Okay, well, I'm gonna get hurt from doing this, but it's my only option. Okay, nothing in here. Ooh, turnip. Really should collect these, like, props when I find them on the ground more often, because I'm early game, and I need all the food I can get. White oyster. Just one? Just one white oyster? Two? Two white oyster? Okay. I can't eat cranberries, I'm allergic. Don't shoot me. Please. Strawberries? Okay, hang on. Wait. This one. Okay. Strawberries. I love strawberries. Chanterelle. Death caps if I want to die real quick. I prefer not to die right now. I don't believe I've set a new spawn point yet, so it'd be mighty inconvenient. Oh! Oh, I know, I'll eat these real quick. This is not the right kind of planting medium. I know, I wasn't trying to plant it in the rock, don't worry. Well, I would like to have a actually, like, contained strawberry farm at some point. I think when I get back to the house, I'm just gonna plant these nearby. Uh, because I'm not 100% sure where we're going to be building the house and everything like that yet. We are just kind of living in a cob hut for now, while we get off the ground. Okay. These deposits are usually pretty small comparatively, so... Let's get back home, plant these strawberries, not fall into a dark, scary hole. Oh. Okay, let's put one. These are cranberry bushes. We'll plant them over here for right now. Um, and then... You know what I did just realize, though? We can't actually crack open any of these, chunks of copper ore until we have a hammer. That's kind of a problem. Oops. I mean, we're gonna kill it anyway. Okay. So, I guess let's make a hammer mold. Also, I will warn, just because this just popped into my mind, next week is the release of the new Tamagotchi. Now, why is that relevant? Well, that means that I'm going to actively have a device running again, which means that there are going to be points randomly in stream where I have to pause for a second and take care of my virtual child, and then we can continue with whatever we're doing. So you may hear that, you may hear random beeps and stuff starting next week. So long as it gets here on time, that's just going to become a thing. I can't stop it. I'm sorry. I become a different person when it comes to Tamagotchi. I accidentally scrolled, apparently. I did not mean to. I actually wonder if it's, like, a problem with my mouse, because that happens way more than it should. At least in this game. It is consistent to only be this game. Maybe I am just bumping it. Anything to make it not my fault, apparently. Okay. Now, we have to do the unthinkable. We have to pan again. Let's put the pickaxe away, because can't use it right now. Anyway, put it there. Looks like a whole family of goats right here. And a pig. Just hoping that goat doesn't see me and charge me. Okay, we're good. This is the kind of gameplay. This is the kind of gameplay people tune in for. Okay, we got to 10. That's halfway there. If we continue to get lucky, like, we'll be good. Hey Frog, how's it going? Yeah, I slept quite later today than I had originally anticipated. I think the combination of the new sleep medication and work beating the absolute shit out of us uh, has just made it to where I needed that sleep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, passed out right after work. That makes sense. Yeah, I slept for like 12 hours. Did not mean to. I will say though, I fell asleep cuddling with my cat, and I woke up and she was still cuddling with me. She had clearly gotten up at one point because she was in a different spot, but she was still cuddling with me. That was nice. Work wasn't even bad, I'm just not feeling well. Oh, that sucks. You have a decent day and then work, or then your body still decides to beat you down for no reason. Ah, I've dropped stuff. Just a nugget of Slarite. Yeah, Slarite. Fla Safflorite. Safflorite. There we go. That's the word. Oof, that's rough. It would have been nice if she had at least said something about being there or not being there. Because, yeah, that's kind of important to know when you are in a higher position if the person you're supposed to be running the shift with won't actually be there. I would want to know. Man, it's been raining for like 3 days straight in this area. I don't even think I needed a watering can at this point. I like that these goats are just trying to break into my farm to eat my crops. Because every morning I wake up and they're just crowded around. I like your fence. Thank you. The fence gate doesn't match, but it's okay. Right, we need to continue... Shouldn't have put this away. We need to keep, Does it break 50% of the time? Yeah, it has a 50-50 chance of breaking every time you use it. don't worry, once we get, a hammer made so we can crack open this other copper ore we have, we're making a saw blade and we're making a proper goddamn door. You were joking? No, the status of the crude door is no joking matter. Um, Oh, also, just before you got here, I was putting out the disclaimer that starting next week, the new Tamagotchis come out. I had pre-ordered them, so they're getting here the day that they release, which is the day before when the next stream will be. So starting next week, I will also be playing with a Tamagotchi on the side, so there may be beeping, and I may have to pause to take care of my virtual children. Well, just one child. Because at that point, I'll only have, like, a kid. I won't have multiple people in my field or anything like that. Sunny gets the other device. So there's the two devices that I talked about. Is that the world one? Yes. The Orange Tropics and the White Glacier that I talked about last time. So I'm taking Orange Tropics, and then Sunny's gonna play with White Glacier. You know, it is a week before release. I haven't checked to see if they showed the secret character off yet. Yeah, too early. They have at least 3 days before they'll become adults, so yeah, maybe a kappa and maybe a whale of some kind. Yeah. Gonna check those soon. I might check those in a few minutes, actually. You're gonna have the art/Tamagotchi cam on time? No. That's something that I want to do after we move, because right now I don't have the space for it. I don't have either a second desk or room on my L desk for it. So after we move and I have a bigger space, yes, absolutely I will have that. Maybe it'll become a thing where I have a little miniature camera so you can just see when I turn and have to mess with the Tama. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's gonna be a while off. I was having, see, I almost said I was having a premonition, which is not exactly what that was. I was having an idea, but I was foreseeing a future idea, for a stream where it would probably be something I did during, like, a subathon or something like that, where I would have my Tamagotchis set up, and I'd be like, okay, I have this one Tamagotchi that I'm running right now, and however after however much of a donation, I don't know what it would be, I would then add another Tamagotchi that I had to take care of at the same time. And I would just, the idea would be that eventually I would have like 10 Tamagotchis running all at once. And the first couple hours of care is the most tedious. So it would just be chaos. And the thought would be that I have to get perfect care on all of them. That's brilliant. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I definitely want to do that at one point. I think it would be fun. It'd probably be torture in the moment, but it would be fun. Um, and it gives me an excuse to just show off all of the Tamagotchis I've collected over the years. And I'd probably have a penalty for if, like, one of them died or something. Oh, shit. I've dropped a lot of things. I'm just gonna place these here because they're gonna get used for panning eventually. Um... Okay. Gonna lurk for a bit and figure out what physical illness or depression, because some combination of them to not eating. Okay. The consequence for missing care, like doing care misses or a Tomo dying, yeah, that's definitely the idea. I would want to do something like that. But yeah, feel free to lurk, you know, and when you feel up to it, definitely eat something, because that's important. I'm just gonna be here working on this for a little bit. I have enough copper to make the hammer when this is done, so then I can move on to other things. Right, just organizing. Oh, metal parts. Where did I get that? Or when did I get that, I should say. I know where I got it. I got it from panning. That's obvious. Okay. Oh, the rye is taking heat damage. That's unfortunate. Same with the turnips. We knew that already. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then let's just do this real quick. But yeah, having like a Tamagotchi cam in the future that is just constantly in the corner of my stream might be a thing I consider, because there are these things that I have. I call them Tamagotchi chairs, but they're basically just stands for the Tamagotchi. Um, where you can just set it and it sits the Tamagotchi device to where you can see the screen, so you know if it lights up or anything happens on it. And that you need to look at it. And I have those Tamagotchi chairs, so that's something that I could utilize in the future to do something like that. Fuck, I need more sticks. I'm gonna go beat up some bushes. We just put the grass down now. Then I'll go beat up some bushes. I was gonna say, I wonder why I can't just put the thing into the raw clay mold, but I guess that probably would melt the clay rather than just quickly cooking it like my brain wants to think. I think it would probably just melt the clay. So no, that's probably why I can't do that. That stream idea would be very fun. Because I basically know, like, from the very top of my head, I could tell you the quirks between any generation of Tamagotchi that makes them difficult to run, except for ones that I don't own. Because, like, I've learned about them, but that doesn't retain in my head if I don't actually play them. And yes, even though I am a collector, I do open every Tamagotchi I get. I don't just keep them in the box. They're made to play with. I'm gonna play with that. I think it is just a waste of materials to just keep something in a box and not use it for its intended purpose. But yeah, like, I know that certain devices are harder to keep track of, or easier to lose your Tama on. Some of them are just completely brutal. And there's even differences between the ones that are recodes, or like not recodes, reprints. The reprints do have changes in them that make them not as difficult, or in some cases, which is funny, more difficult to deal with. So it would be like a, and I would do it as a wheel. Like I would put all of the Tamagotchis I own on a wheel, and when somebody did the donation or whatever, I would spin that wheel to see which one I started, so that there's no bias as to what I'm picking. And it would be like a, okay, cool, this one's easy, or, oh god, this one's going to die if I don't pay attention to it for 5 minutes. And having a couple of those running at the same time would make it quite difficult. And that would be fun. It would be a fun challenge for me to try to do, if nothing else. Oh shit, I don't have enough grass in there. Need 2 more. I also need to eat something before I start starving to death. One day I'd like to have at least one of every type of Tamagotchi, because I currently don't. Some of them are incredibly rare, and they only get rarer, more rare, uh, as the years go on, because they're not being made anymore. But one day I will spend the exorbitant amount of money that it takes to get a Tamagotchi monster, or a Devilgotchi. Like, those... Do you know how many types you are missing? Yeah. They're mostly like the retro ones. There is one newer one that I don't have just because it was only released in Japan, and I just haven't imported it. I keep forgetting because it wasn't very popular. I keep forgetting it existed, but I do need to get that one. It wasn't very popular because it's less of a Tamagotchi and more of a smartwatch. I do have to get that one at some point. I have the Uni. I have two. No. Yeah, I have two Tamagotchi Unis. The Monster Carnival one and then the base one. Um, which technically you don't really need multiple different ones. Uh, like for the Uni, because the Uni is Wi-Fi enabled and you can get everything on all of them. Like there's no shell differences like there are in other generations, stuff like that. I do have to finish my collection of the Connection era ones, my Connection collection, if you will. They have reprinted the V3s recently, which I did get a reprint of the shell that I had when I was a child. So I do need to finish that collection, because there are quite a few versions I don't have anymore. Right now I have a V2, a V3, a V4. I need a V1 and a V5 and a V6. And a V4.5. But and then I have an N-Tai, which is kind of like the Tamagotchi V4.5, it's just the Japanese version. I have a P1 and a P2. And I have a reprint of those as well. So I have an original one and I have a reprint. I also have an original Tamagotchi Nano, and I have the Pokemon Tamagotchi Nano, and the Gudetama one, and the Star Wars one that came out, because that was gifted to me for Christmas, and I was like, I probably won't play this one, but thank you, I have it for my collection now, so it's still in box. That's just because I think the Nanos, most of those that are the collaboration ones, like the Star Wars one, the Sanrio one, the Gudetama one, the Pokemon one, they're Tamagotchi Nanos. Nanos are boring. If that is one Tamagotchi device that I can say I don't like, it's the Tamagotchi Nano. The Tamagotchi Nano is boring. It is meant to be a keychain toy. So it's not as difficult to run, and it's not as robust. Like, there aren't even different types of food on those ones. There's just a button that says feed, and then you feed them. And they get one minigame, and they don't ever have any issues other than being hungry or wanting to play. They're just keychain toys. And they're small, and they come with a keychain ring, and you're supposed to just clip them on, and it's supposed to just be like a cute little thing to have. They're boring to run. I have not ran a Nano for very long. But, I do have a few Nanos. I have an original Nano and some of the collaboration ones. some of the older collaboration ones, or like offshoot ones, I don't have. Well, most of them, I should say. And those are going to be difficult to get. Not nearly as hard as the Devil Gachi or the Tamagotchi Monster, because those are insanely rare. Like, insanely. So, let me talk about that. Let me take a drink. Devil Gachis were only printed in Japan very early on in the Tamagotchi lifespan, so before they were, like, as big as they are now. Even over in Japan. And they were not allowed to localize them to America because they were Devil Gachis and it was the 1990s. So they were only printed once in Japan, so there was a very small amount of them on this earth. If you look them up and go to eBay or something, they are upwards of $500. I want one so bad. I really do. But yeah, not Satan. Terrified of a little pixel game. Little guys that just bounce around. And it's not even like... It's a thing where it's like... The Angel Gachi and the Devil Gachis are a pair. I have an Angel Gachi. BP asked, does Tamagotchi mean anything? Yes. So, Tamagotchi is actually a compound word from the Japanese language. It's a compound of egg and friend. So, the word for egg is tamago, and the word for friend is tamadachi. So, they put those together, it's egg friend. Because the devices are shaped like eggs. That's it. There's also the Mothra Tamagotchi. I want that one. It's not as hard to get. It's not as expensive. I probably will try to get my hands on that one soon. Yeah, and the creatures are shaped like friends. You're welcome. But I want the Mothra one, really badly. Which is funny, because the Mothra Tamagotchi literally... That one's been out for a long time. Like over 20 years. And just recently, like last year, it was finally figured out the method as to how to get the secret character. Like, people had gotten it before, but had no idea how they did it. And if you did data mining on the device, you could see that you could get those two characters. Well, it's one character, but it's two in the same, you know. But nobody knew how to do it. But we finally, someone in the community figured out what the method is, and it's extremely complex. You feel like you know of the Mothra one? I may have talked to you about it before, especially when they discovered how to do that, because, like, that was really cool. I want one. I want a Mothra one. I know it was a tie-in for the Mothra movie. Okay, we now have a lot of copper. And I have nowhere to put this hammer. Okay, well, when this is done, we can make a saw blade, and then we can make a better door. And we can make ladders, so I can make a cellar. Yeah, there's the Mothra one, there's the Ocean one, which is apparently the hardest device to take care of. I don't have that one, I want it. And then there's also the, Forest one, or... I think it translates to forest, but it's all bugs. The ocean and forest one were like a nature-based thing, so they're all like real types of beetles or sea creatures. And you have to protect them from predators, and they're apparently very hard to take care of. And those ones are from the 90s as well. So I need to get those. I need to get the Mothra one and Devilgachi. The Devilgachi will probably be the last device I ever get. And then I'm also missing the Tamagotchi piece, which was only in Japan. But that one is very popular in the community, so it should be easier to get my hands on if somebody's just looking to get rid of theirs. It's very popular because it literally has an extremely easy way for you to mod stuff into it. It basically has a USB port on it. The idea for that one is that there are these charms that you could get that would have data on them that you would then plug into your piece. Your piece Tamagotchi. It's P''S, but it's pronounced like piece. Yeah, people have modded a lot of stuff. I see a lot of pictures. Some very funny stuff. My favorite one was somebody put Pyramid Head in as the Tamagotchi, and then like made the background like the people in cages and stuff. It was very funny. But yeah, that one it's highly customizable, so I think that one's going to be easier to get my hands on, provided people are looking to get rid of theirs. And then the final one I don't have, because it's cursed, is the Tamagotchi Friends. The Tamagotchi Friends is the last device that was released in America before their decade-long drought for the Americas and elsewhere in the world, because it failed so spectacularly. So I don't have that one. But I have seen it. I've seen it in person before. I remember it was being sold at Hot Topic when I was a teenager. I saw it, and I was like, oh cool, I didn't know they still made Tamagotchi, but I didn't have any money. Why was it so poorly received? So, I don't know if it's anything to do with that actual device or not, but essentially what happened was Bandai had to end up pulling their Tamagotchi department from the US because of the popularity, funnily enough. The popularity of Tamagotchi, and you might remember this, was so pervasive that schools and regulations had to start happening for kids having them in the classroom. And because they started to get so intensely banned and stuff like that, kids stopped wanting them. So parents stopped buying them. So selling Tamagotchis in the US started just becoming a loss for them. So the Tamagotchi Friends was basically their last try at putting something out in the US that would sell, and it just didn't sell. It just didn't. And then they stopped until recently, because Tamagotchi started to have a resurgence, and they kind of like dipped their toes in the water for a little bit by selling the P1 reprints for the anniversary, and then they started doing like the Nanos over here, like the Hello Kitty one, the Gudetama one, the Star Wars one. There's a lot of anime Nanos. And then once all of that did good, then they decided to release the Tamagotchi Meets, or the, as the commercials say, Tamagotchi On in the US. which I have already. Um, and those did extremely well. And then they made the Tamagotchi Pix, which was aimed towards kids and had a very unpopular gimmick in it. Didn't do well, but they continued to try and they just started doing worldwide releases. Tamago to the polls. Yeah, I don't like the pronunciation of Tamagotchi. I know technically it could be correct, because it can be Tamadachi or Tamago, you know? The O could be from either of those words. I prefer Tamagotchi using the O from Tamadochi, or Tomodochi. Tomodachi. God damn it. Um, I prefer that more. But they are Bandai. They created it. They can make it be whatever they want. They say Tamagotchi in the anime. Actually, they might say both versions. But yeah, I have a Pix as well. I have actually both versions of the Pix. Tomodachi. Hey. Tomodachi, Tomodachi, Tomodachi. I know how to say that word. I just fucked up like 5 times. Don't tease me. I promise, I know how to speak Japanese. Actually, I can't say that. I know how to speak some Japanese. No, it's good. It was funny. Okay. Um, kind of just waiting for that to be done at this point. Oh, well, would you look at that? A sandwich has been eaten. Hell yeah, what kind of sandwich? I'm kind of hungry. I ate like 6 chicken nuggets, and that was not enough for me. Actually, how much does this be? Okay, 40. Ah, now we just have to wait for that. Peppers, onion, which are cheesy and meaty slices, hummus, and ciabatta. Ooh, ciabatta. Not a big fan of many types of peppers. Like, I don't like bell peppers pretty much at all. But that does sound good. Well, minus the hummus, because I'm allergic to that. Oh my god. Okay, so we bought stuff for Fluffernutters recently because I don't remember why. Like, there was a conversation we were having and Fluffernutters came up, and me and Sunny were both just like, Fluffernutters kind of sound good. So we got stuff for Fluffernutters. which, if you don't know what that is, it's peanut butter and marshmallow fluff on bread. Then you cook it on the, like, you sear it on the stove a little bit, like a grilled cheese. When I was a kid, I would put chocolate chips on it, um, because I thought it would be good. And it was, you know, if you're a kid and you really, 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 really like sugar, like I did. But because of that, we ended up getting this like chocolate peanut butter. And then Sunny got Nutella. I am allergic to hazelnuts very badly. I've never had a reaction to Nutella before, and I really like Nutella, but we were both aware that I can't have hazelnut. So he had a Fluffernutter with Nutella, and I had one with the chocolate peanut butter, and he was like, okay, this is really good. And I did the whole thing where I was like, oh, I bet it is. I can't have it. And he was like, alright, fine. Next time, as a treat, we'll put a little bit of Nutella on yours. It's like, awesome. So I did. And no, I didn't go to the hospital. What actually happened is I got the Fluffernutter with the Nutella on it. I took a bite of it and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And I took a second bite. And immediately, I started to have a panic attack because I was like, oh god, what if this kills me? So my own brain prevented me from finishing the sandwich because I became so afraid by the prospect. Again, I've never had a reaction to Nutella before. Never. I've never had a reaction to Nutella before. I've had Nutella. I've never had a reaction to it. But this time, I was just like, oh god, what if this is just enough to kill me? This is the first time I've been on the side of the panic attack. Yeah, it was probably a good thing. It was probably a good thing. But I ended up just being hungry and tired afterward. I had to get something else to eat. Look, I am very smart. Okay? Never forget that. But sometimes impulses shine. But yeah, like I've never had a reaction to it, but we both were completely ready for me to have one. I have an EpiPen, like we were monitoring, but then I just started having a panic attack and couldn't finish it anyway. It was good, but honestly, it wasn't like any better or worse than just the chocolate peanut butter. So I don't feel like I'm gonna be missing it. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, I do stupid stuff sometimes. And I should probably not do stupid stuff. But I can't help it. We're all just doing our best. How do I use the steeping jar again? I'd like to make tea. Oh, okay. I just put water and whatever I want to make tea with in there, and it has to sit. Let's get- oh my god, it's hailing. Ow, 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 ow. We'll get water very quickly. We'll get water very quickly. We get water very quickly. Ow. Ow. Swear I'm not leaving because of that last story. I'm gonna spend some time with Bea before she has to get to bed. No, that's fine. That's completely fair. Thanks for hopping in for a little bit, letting me talk about Tamagotchi, as I am wont to do. Still on later, I'll pop back in. If not, have a good night. Yeah, you too. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming, honestly. We'll see. Hi. What's in there? Oh, it's like that. See what kind of cool teas we can make. If we have any ability to. If not, we might just throw stuff in there. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to throw stuff in there. That's okay. Let's make a puffball tea. I like puffball. Well, I didn't need 2 of these, but that's fine. Oh, shit. I immediately forgot it was hailing. Well, we're gonna have to get some wood, so... Oh. It's dangerous when it's hailing. Why is this not wanting to craft? Okay, I might have to relog for some reason. That's not wanting to work. Whew. I'm actually gonna turn the AC off because it's starting to get real cold in here. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm alive. That's a bookshelf. Don't make that. First, let's make a goddamn door. Ladder. Oh, okay. I only needed to use one stick anyway. I suspected that might be the thing, but might be the case. That was the word. Gotta make sure to get a light source down here pretty quickly. I can at least put a torch down there for right now. Alright, I almost forgot the light source. Okay, we gotta move quickly. Can we just drop a few things in there real quick? Hopefully pick up everything in one go. There we go. And what's this like looking like? Okay. And now we get the trapdoor. Okay, how do I make a trapdoor? Oh, it's the whole thing. Okay. Okay, now if we close this, let's see. Okay, there we go. We've got a cellar. Oh wait, let's make some shelves. How do I make shelves? Okay. Efficient foods, storage. That was the word. I almost said ceiling and confused myself. An efficient food ceiling, if you will. Okay. Let's make some Crocs. And we probably need nails and strips. I've got these, modded clay molds that just make it easier for beginning game. Because it takes such a long time to get an anvil. So I'm gonna make a nails and strips mold. Okay. So we'll put that in. Is it still hailing? No, it's just raining now. We'll put that in to cook, and then we'll make crock pots and have those go in next. And then we'll go get some more peat. Can I just... Fuck these cranberry bushes. This is gonna be a strawberry only plains. Mark my words. Where did I plant those anyway? They're somewhere around here. Oh no. They fell in a hole. Oh, there they are. Oh. Well, that was unfortunate. probably the worst ending to a hunt I've ever had. I got some meat, but not really what I wanted. I also needed fat. That was the whole reason I was doing it. I didn't get any fat. And I lost that spear, which, I mean, I have a copper spearhead. So I guess that just gave me an excuse to have an upgrade. Hopefully I get fat off of this. Yes. They really want to get into my crops. Oh, right, I gotta... All these changes to the, lanterns and stuff. Still throwing me off. This looks distinctly different from Hyperlight Drifter. Oh, son of a... Oh, God. I'm so bad at remembering to change that. But hi, welcome in, Boreal Bull. How are you doing tonight? Okay, there we go. Like it never happened. Things be good working on code, new project. Mostly figure out what will work. Oh, that's fun. You doing like you building like website, a mod? Are you doing like 3D stuff? Or a game? What? Okay, I don't know why the game just minimized on me for some reason. Interactions in a game engine, displaying images. Oh, okay. Well, Godspeed on that. Coding is, as I've heard, is very difficult sometimes. Down there. Let's see about making the stuff in a stew. Cozy space of a house. Yeah, it's kind of just a dirt hut at the moment. We just started in this world. We've got a little farm, and a dirt hut. Well, a cob hut. Yeah, we're pretty early in. It's still the first summer. Yeah, 3rd of June. Oh, it's my birthday in game. 3rd of June. Yeah, we'll have a bigger house eventually. Looking like a good start. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, hopefully things continue to go smoothly. I've just been trying very hard not to die because I haven't like gotten a temporal gear to set my spawn point or anything yet, so. Oh, right, I was gonna make stew. Running the game raw with mods. I've got a couple of mods. Like I've got character models and stuff. I have a mod that allows shivers to climb walls because I thought that made sense. It makes them a lot scarier. And I have like a class tweaks mod, and that's mostly it. I don't like to change the game too much. Just, you know, some stuff. Oh, and these, I got a mold for like saw blades and nails and strips because those can be annoying to craft on the anvil. It kind of helps me get an early start without an anvil, which is a little bit cheating, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I still had to make crock pots too. Hammering the things first time is fine, but then it gets annoying. Yeah, very annoying, very quickly. And you need nails and strips, like, a lot for chests and stuff like that. It's just, I don't want to do it every single time. The mod has other molds, but I'm just not going to use them. Like, there's an arrow mold, but to balance it, the person did make it to where it costs more metal on certain recipes, so like the 9 arrow mold costs 2 ingots instead of 1, but for that exact reason, I'm not really gonna use it. I kind of got used to hammering arrows anyway, before I found the mod, so. I like to see as being able to use a creative item to be used to make a mold. Oh, yeah, that would be really cool. And it would also make sense, because that's kind of how you do it, you know? Yeah, that would be really cool. I hope they add that at some point. Honestly, the clay stuff is kind of lacking. I'm hoping that they revisit it at some point. I'd like to be able to make my own... I'd like a way to just make, like, figures and fire those and have figures I can place in places, you know? Oh, that would be cool, right? Like, imagine just making, like, especially with the new cabinets that they added, being able to make your own little clay figures to decorate. I could make so many little birds and just put them everywhere. Having little figures pointing towards your base to locate it. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really neat to do if you're doing like, because I've seen people do challenges where they try to play a world without using the map at all. That would be nice. Is that a dead pig or no? Okay, I was gonna say. They're just kind of laying there. What are you guys doing? You're doing alright. Can I only place 2 in one spot? Oh, that's kind of annoying, actually. I was just gonna put these out here to let them, like, turn to rot, but... might as well just keep them in my pocket. I need to go fishing. Pocket grass, yeah. Pocket leaves. Am I still hanging on to that? Man, I need a chest. That's probably why I'm hanging on to that, actually, because I'm waiting for the nails and strip mold to be done. Oh yeah, how do I make a mount? Oh, right, I need leather. I'm not gonna have that for a minute. Okay, well, let's get some worms. I think we've exhausted, like, this general area. So we go over here. We haven't worm grunted over here yet. Why is that not working? Hang on. I don't know why it wasn't working, it just decided not to. What's your latest art piece? Oh, here, let me pull it up for you. I take a long time to draw, so they're very much spaced out. I haven't posted anything for Art Fight yet. Okay, this one is still kind of mostly a sketch, but I would count this as probably... No, wait. No, this one actually would be my most recent one, because this one was done after that sketch, so let's just grab this. I forgot about this. In image. Oh, that is way too big. Hang on. Yeah, this one probably counts. I've been doing a lot of sketching in my sketchbook lately, but as for digital art, that's probably the one that I have. That's great, thank you. Ironically enough, this is a Minecraft OC, so my interpretation of what the Wither would look like if he was a person. Shading is quite well done. Thank you very much. That's the one thing that I am very prideful of in my art, is my shading. Because I spend a very long time on it. But yeah. Otherwise, I mostly have sketches, and then I have a piece that I've been slowly chipping away at. I just don't have it. I might have a screenshot of it somewhere. It's not done. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I haven't finished this one yet. I still have to shade pretty much all of Heron. But I take quite a long time to draw, because I have a job or whatever. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Because I do worry that my style is a little bit too different from the kind of anime stuff or the I don't even know what to describe the like popular style right now. It's like the very rounded one. There's a worm. Yeah, I have an art account on Blue Sky as well. I also just like repost some stuff there and also talk about the books I'm writing. But that should be linked below. But if it's not there, it's Karda Love, Karda Love at Blue Sky. Yeah, after stream I'm probably gonna work on some art fight stuff. Not a Blue Sky user though, that's fair. Yeah, I don't I don't understand how most of the social media websites work, so Blue Sky's really the only one I've landed on after Twitter became the way that it is. Oh, I can say though that some point soon, like in the next few months, I do have a comic series that I've been working on that I'm finally gonna start releasing to the public. So, if you'd be interested in that, check out any of my accounts in a couple of months or anything like that. It'll definitely be being boosted everywhere I can. Got quite a bit of creative projects going on. Yeah, I don't feel right if I don't have at least a few going, like a few creative projects going at once. I love to create. That's like my whole being in life is to create stuff. And I just don't feel right if I'm not doing it. Yeah, after the stream I'm gonna work on art fight attacks, cause I gotta finish. I've got a pixel art animation I've got going, and then I've got a few other ones lined up. Don't get overwhelmed with all those. No. Funnily enough, I get overwhelmed by a lot of things in life, but if it's a creative project, I don't really get overwhelmed. Honestly, if I start to get like frustrated with one project, I just turn and like start working on another one. And then it's like, that's fine. I don't know, I just kind of live and breathe creative. Like, just, I live and breathe art. And video games. I do like to play video games. The moonfish? Yeah. Certainly is a skill to be able to juggle all those projects. Yeah, trust me, some stuff takes a lot longer, just because of that. And, like, I have had consequences from doing too much. Part of the reason that I take so long to draw is I did give myself nerve damage from just drawing pretty much non-stop in my youth. That caught up with me when I was 19 or 20 years old. So I do have to take a lot of breaks, but you know, I do try to work on each of them as I can. Also, as a note, if you are somebody who has to work on a computer a lot or does artwork, make sure you take breaks and do stretches a lot. See people draw with their feet, might be time to learn a new skill. That is true. I mean, if I did ever lose capability in both of my arms, I probably would start drawing with my feet. Or with my mouth. I just stick a pencil in my mouth and start going. Then gap with writing, if my arm hurts too bad, I can always dictate. Or, like, do a voice... What's the word? Voice recognition, there we go. Use voice recognition to type stuff. Just go back and edit it later. Thankfully, despite the countless hours, haven't had any issues in the 20 plus years I've been using computers. Good. You probably have much better habits with it, which is good. It's very important when you spend a lot of time doing that stuff. I will not say that I had very good posture or anything like that when I was a kid. And I have ADHD. It was undiagnosed for a long time. So it would be like, alright, I'm gonna start working on this art piece. Okay, I'm done with it. It's been 9 straight hours of me drawing. Oh my god, I need to eat something and go to the bathroom. You do that for 7 years. Of course your arm's gonna fall apart. Man, there's like no fish in here. There's probably only small fish. Which I think I said about this pond earlier, but... Yeah, I think... What lake was it that I said I should go to? Yeah, these ones. Because I haven't fished in those ones before. Cranberry. Mostly it's being present and listening to what signals the body gives. Ah, it hurts. Better move or do something else. Yeah, I definitely try to listen more to my body now about that stuff, but when I was younger, it was very much like, I'm tunnel vision, my arm hurts, that's okay, I'll just rest it afterward. Look where that got me. And thankfully I have much better habits with it now. I've just become that one friend who annoys all of my other friends to make sure that they are stretching and drinking water. And, you know, keeping their bodies healthy. I think game lagged for a second there. They are annoyed to hear it. The reminder is good nevertheless. Yeah. I think they don't ever tell me to stop, because I think most of them understand why I'm this way. Where I get really nervous about it. But, I'm sure some of them are sick of hearing it, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much how I look at it, is it's like I've had a bad experience, but at least I can use the knowledge and the story to help other people. Something that I want to do at some point for my BRB screen on here is I'm gonna animate just a couple of like 3-frame animations of Ghoul doing various stretches that you should do if you've been sitting at a computer for too long. To have that animation kind of running on my BRB screen when I do, like, go on breaks. Because that's what I do. I usually go on break, I go to the bathroom, get a drink, whatever I need to do. And then I stretch, and then I come back. And if I can just put that little thing there so that maybe people will follow it as if it's instructions, maybe that'll help some people, even if it's just a little bit. Man, there's no big fish in this pond either. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Boreal Bull. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying hanging in here with me. Whew. That fish was so hard to pull up, the game wanted to freeze up for a second. My game does not like when it rains for too long, and it's been raining in game for like 4 days. Rainfall common over here. Like, rift activity is calm right now, though, which is appreciated. Maybe worth exploring for a less rainy area and rebase. Maybe. The only reason I picked the area I did is that there's a rapids, which in this new update, they added the water wheels and stuff that you need the rapids for, so I kind of want to, like, have a rapids nearby that I can test stuff at. You'll have to show the rapids off? Yeah, when I go back to base, I'll show you. It's quite loud. Like a real rapids, but yeah, it gets quite loud when you get right up by it. Just in water is loud. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, this game can be, like, very chill and relaxing sometimes. Sometimes it's like you're just like a normal farmer or whatever, you're just doing whatever. And then other times, yeah, bear out of nowhere, or suddenly you get shot. Or when it's like low activity and you decide to like go dig up some some ore that you found, and you go down underneath and there's a bell. That's pretty bad. That happened to me recently. There was a cave that I knew there was a translocator in, and I was like, yeah, I'll go down there real quick. And there was a bell down there. I died. Yep. But otherwise, yeah, the game can be quite chill. I like that. I like that it can be chill, or it can be... Okay, at least that wasn't a straight downhole, but it scared me for a second. It can be chill, or it can be, nightmares. Is this another rapids? Oh, yeah, there's another rapids right here. Yeah, there's a lot of rapids in this area. But this is not the one I was talking about, but that is a rapids. Whoa, this is a big cave opening. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm excited to actually get to the point where I can make the water wheel and start, like, figuring out how they are gonna function. But this is the rapids I built near. It's not super impressive, but, I'm gonna use it. Every day, there's just these goats trying to get into my crops. It's very amusing to me. Wheels and strips are ready. Ugh. They're just trying to eat all of my, flax. It's like, would you guys even like that? Right, I need grass. Somewhat common, the rapids. Rain can get tiring, so I still recommend looking for a better, less rainy location. I'll consider it, yeah, because, you know, over here, it's very common. And the good thing about, like, the rain is that I don't have to worry about watering my crops too much. But then, you know, I can set up my farm to have water going through it at some point, so, you know. And then that's also not even a thing that I have to, I forgot what I was gonna say. It had something to do with greenhouses, though. I just started grabbing way too much grass. I blacked out and started murdering the lawn. Oh shit, I need more peat. Right over there. Yeah, this is actually, like, not super far from my spawn, but it is far from my natural spawn. So that is also, like, a thing. Because I couldn't find any rapids until I got over here, so I assume they were more rare. Like my map. Yeah. I spawned over here, which is right by a bauxite desert, and there's fire clay somewhere. I have it marked. Yeah, then I went all the way south for a bit, but like I ended up building here. I didn't go like east or west at all, so it could be rare. I don't know much about the birds you've shown two rapids. Yeah. I don't know much about their like spawning conditions either. They honestly it might be just like maybe this heat or like the temperature region. That could be what it is. That they're more common here and maybe it was too hot in the other area or something, or too cold. I don't know. I made this world like 2 days after the update came out, so I didn't really look into it. Or I couldn't really look into it. But yeah, I'll consider it. Because you do kind of have to build a special roof for if you want, to use pit kilns. Like right now I just have it in this house, because easy. Oh shit. Right, I need to make a charcoal pit. I wonder if this glitch is still happening over here. Let's see. Yeah. I cannot build or destroy here. It belongs to trader. No trader in sight. That's also annoying. Like, I've been considering moving, not even just because of the rain, but because of that glitch. Yeah, it's very odd. Seeing the numbers in Fahrenheit instead of Celsius threw me off. Yeah, that is a mod that I grabbed. I forgot about that. Yeah, I have a mod that changes everything to Fahrenheit because I don't know how to read Celsius. I'm in the US. I don't know how to read Celsius. The only thing I know about Celsius is that 0 is freezing. I'm probably gonna have to use that last piece of coal. Yeah, use what you know. Maybe not. Can I conserve this? Yeah, I think I can conserve it. Awesome. I didn't mean to put that back. I do that every time. Yeah, stretching out my resources is definitely something I have learned to do in this game. um, but then I still make really dumb decisions sometimes. So, like, once I start having, like, an excess of resources, I start using it willy-nilly, and then next thing I know, the, like, 500 charcoal I had is gone, and I'm like, oh, well, how am I supposed to do anything? Or, like, just using black coal and then remembering I needed it to make coke. Yeah, I've done that. Okay, now I can make a chest. Okay. How do I make a... It's like a mold rack or something? Mold shelf? Oh boy. I don't know what it's called. Shit. It's like a shelf thing you can put your molds on so that they're not taking up so much space. Oh, I don't remember. Was that copper? No, it was flint. See what you can build from stick. Yeah, it might be in there. You did remind me I need more sticks, which is why I just started beating this bush. Getting sticks consistently is so annoying. Vertical rack. Okay. Make that real quick. Oh. Oh, raspberries. I didn't even notice these were here. Sick. There we go. And then let's put these raspberries down here. I like to stick berries into soup. So that way, like, I can have a soup or like a meat dish, have meat, a vegetable, and fruit in it. So I'll place the racks up like that. Yeah, they can hang. It looks really nice. In my other world, I have like a few of them just like hanging above my forge. Also helps to conserve space, which is luxury at the moment. So I'm in a dirt hut. Yeah, humble beginnings. Okay. I'm got pretty decent food right now. I say that, but in like an in-game week, I'm not gonna be feeling that way if I don't keep up on catching stuff. Okay, let's... Yeah, do we have any more copper marked we can go to? Up there. All the way down there. Okay, well, I'm sure if I run this way, I'm gonna find more... Oh, there's the firefly. Yeah, I'm sure if I run that way, I'll find more copper to dig up. I'd like to get some more copper before I hop off for the night. Oh, shoot, walnut tree. Okay, I'll have to remember this, because I really like the way walnut, like, planks look. On the hunt for shinies. Oh, there's even more goats over here. And that's a bear. A lot of baby goats. I've found that it is much easier to find, like, the surface copper in these, like, gravel fields, but it's more of a pain in the ass to dig up. Oh, I saw these shadows and I was like, are some of these blocks just not filled with water? That scared me. Oh my goodness, I thought I was gonna die. Nah, I'm not gonna go down there. Yeah, that was scary. That was almost like... That could have been much deeper and I could have just died. In your experience, gravel fields are barren? That's fair, yeah. They're very hit or miss for me. Sometimes it's easier to spot, like, the copper spots, which is why I'm wandering here, but yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. They're really good if you need rocks, though. And I know that there's no use in going any further because I've heard many times that ores don't really spawn in bauxite. So... It took me ages to find bauxite at all in my other world, which was really annoying because I needed it for the refinery or the refractory, I think. Yeah, the refractory. Okay, well now I fell in a hole. Oh, oops. Yeah, evil hole. I hate the holes that you fall into when you're kind of just like walking and not paying attention because they're covered up by these bushes. I fall in them all the time. Well, this would be a good spot for fishing. It's huge. Oh. Oh. This... Oh no, that is granite. I thought for a second it was andesite. I really like the, like, blue tint that andesite rock has on, like, the cobble and stuff. I was gonna be like, oh, there we go. Building material. Oh, yeah. It's not really gonna be anything where there's bauxite. This is like... Is this just the ocean? It's huge. No, it's just a really big lake. Okay, well I gotta look at that. If we can get a candle out of bony soil, I will be very happy. Oh, I don't have a shovel, I forgot. No cracked vessels? Okay. Fruit tree. What kind of fruit tree? Let me guess, it's a pear tree. No, pink apple. Oh, I'm on an island right now. I should get off. I should get off this island. Let's go back and look for copper from the other direction. The copper's all hidden away from you now that you're looking for it. Yeah, exactly. I stumble across it when I'm not looking for it, but when I am looking for it, it all gets shy. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go the other way, just because that takes us away from bauxite. Whoa. Oh, that was close. Getting towards 2 a.m. It's actually almost 5 a.m. Which is why I plan to wrap up shortly. I was hoping to, like, at least spot some copper that we could dig up. Oh! Here we go. Ooh, medium. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I should make a prospecting pick soon. So that I can start getting other stuff. I'm gonna have to get bronze pretty quickly. Or at least I'd like to. Okay, that's pretty good. Now that we have like a decent amount of copper, I don't know if it's going to be enough to make an anvil right off rip, but we can at least make it to be able to start digging up stone to make a proper house, and we'll probably relocate, which is not going to be fun, but you know, it is what it is. Here, let's see how much more copper we got. See our total, how much copper we have right now. Well, we have more than a stack. 158. It's not bad. Alright. Let's put these berries... Oh, I don't have a spot. We'll take the rod out and put it there. Yeah, should keep me nice and copper tooled up for a good while. Which should be enough to get, you know, lots of stone, make lots of boards and stuff for building. Should be good, should be good. And I think that's where I am going to leave it for tonight. So I've been going for almost 4 hours now, so it feels like a pretty good stopping point. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I'll be back next week. I don't know if I will be back with Vintage Stories specifically. I know there's the Pokerogue Shiny event that's going on. And that ends in like 9 days or something, so I might do another Pokerogue stream just to, you know, get some more shinies maybe. But for now, again, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you next time. I'm gonna find somebody for us to raid. Let's see.